Welcome to my channel. My name is Jerica, and you can call me Jer. Today we are looking at horrible roommates. It has been a hot minute since I have uploaded. Again, and this last week, I'm sorry. But we're here. Hi. Horrible roommates. I have a roommate, so we're gonna look at the worst ones ever and see if they make us feel better. Let's get into the video.
That he was a chronic fapper. He would fap while he thought I was asleep. When I went to the bathroom for a minute, anytime, all the time. Constant fapping. However, this story ended well as he was asked to leave school at the beginning of the next semester as his GPA was a 0.49. First of all, he lost his toothbrush about 4 months ago and since then had been using bottles of Listerine alone to wash out his mouth, which still was freaking disgusting. He also biked everywhere, and would come home smelling like a construction worker, and then he would lay on my couch, or even my freaking bed, until he finally, if he did that night, showered. His clothes never got washed until he was completely out of them and would sit piled up in the corner of his room and some by his desk in the living room, including underwear. He washed his socks in the bathtub with our shampoo and hung them up to dry on the rail. He'd leave those mildew-ridden articles there until they were crusty, and he also left the black, literally black, bath water he had washes them in sitting in the tub until I emptied it so I could freaking shower, and that water smelled like foul BO. Next, he never did dishes, and left them sitting around the house. He lost a few of my dishes despite me telling him not to use them many times. He also cooked bacon, constantly, in a pan and never washed it out. It would sit there, and the one time I did clean it for him, he yelled at me and said he hadn't been washing it so it could build up the aroma. He also cooked eggs and chicken in it, which crusted all over the stove. He rarely, very freaking rarely, helped pay for things like toilet paper and paper towels. If we were out, even things like light bulbs or dish soap, he would say, "I'm not buying it, because my tolerance is higher and I can go longer in the conditions than you." He also never bought soap or shampoo and used mine. He never vacuumed, mopped, did dishes, or wanted to take out trash.
Evicted. Get out. Just pack your stuff, get out. No. Gross.
There failed to inform me that the apartment was infested with bedbugs. She tried to stick me with the lease when she moved to Michigan a month later. No. Then there was the kleptomaniac, suicidal, pathological liar whose blood I had to clean up from our bathroom. And the one who claimed she was going to her for a weekend only to call us from PA saying she was locked up in a mental hospital against her will. Happened. The roommate who would sneak out to the living room and open all the windows in the middle of the night in the middle of winter because it was stuffy. The roommate who became insistent that I should release my cat into the wild because he was feeling trapped. And on, and on, and on. I live alone now. I nearly forgot how one roommate woke me up when he got in a knife fight with his boyfriend. A true story. Police and everything. I remember my first gay knife fight. Good times.
That's a lot of easy roommates. I can see why they live alone now.
He never paid his rent, never cleaned, basically never did jack crap. He did get a dog, although we weren't allowed to have one, and he ignored the property manager's demands to get rid of it, so the property manager served us an eviction notice. I think we had a month to get out, but due to my lack of funds, I headed straight into West Palm Beach and tried to get the manager of the Hotel Livernia to rent me a room and let me pay later. It was literally that or the street. Later that week, I got a call from my father stating that the sheriff's deputy had been by looking for me. WTF. Apparently they were trying to serve me a notice to appear for a civil case, because someone had returned to the apartment and completely destroyed it the same day that I'd been out finding a new place to live. Literally everything in the apartment had been destroyed. Classy crap like frick my pee till it bleeds had been spray painted on walls. My awesome roommate sat in court denying everything despite witnesses who saw him and 2-3 other people at yapped after the eviction, but not me. None of them could say that they'd seen me, or my vehicle. Ultimately, we were found equally responsible for over $4K in damages. FML.
That sucks, man. Oh, wow. Getting held liable for damages that you didn't cause. Awful.
The way I have one roommate who doesn't work, sits around all day watching Netflix on my Xbox. Watched it so much that he overheated the thing and the Xbox died. He then borrowed another Xbox from a friend of his, didn't tell me mine had died, then killed his friend's Xbox as well. On top of that, he was disgusting. His girlfriend was always over wearing a cute off t-shirt, letting her underarm forest get some fresh air. They'd frick all the time and leave condoms all over our shared bathroom. Dude would never clean anything and I refused to do it. The result was a bathroom turned black and me taking daily trips to my parents to shower.
So gross. I see use condoms. Evicted.
Masses of black flies on the floor until I freak out enough to get them moved to the garage. Who comes by once every few months and attempts to put a dent in the mess that is our house. And this poor woman scrapes the crust off of our kitchen counter, unclogs the sinks, only for it all to return to the unhygienic entropy that classifies our house in the space of 3 days. The downstairs toilet has been plugged for 6 months.
No, that's disgusting. That's horrible. It's making me feel a lot better because it's nowhere near on that level. Okay. I'm feeling better.
Point I had 2 roommates. One owned a bird and the other one hated the bird. At one point the first roommate noticed his bird's feathers didn't look healthy. We were suspicious but never knew for sure. Finally we decided to install a motion camera and record his bird for a full day. After reviewing the recording we noticed the roommate who hated the bird was spraying it with a kitchen cleaner and was trying to poison the bird to death. As soon as we saw it we called him to come pick up his stuff and that he would find it on the front lawn. We changed the locks and never spoke to him again. The bird made a full recovery.
I'm glad the bird made a recovery, but hands would be thrown. Somebody doesn't like your pet and poison it. That's so evil. Makes my blood boil a little bit. But next, evicted, jail. I don't know. Can you go to jail for poisoning a bird? I don't know. But jail.
Had a roommate that was too lazy to get toilet paper out of the hall closet, so he just proceeded to wipe his butt on the shower curtain for a few weeks.
Absolutely degenerate. Oh my gosh, what? I mean, there's lazy and then what? On the shower curtain.
The one who quit his main source of income with no plan on replacing his job and to this day still owes me $3K in back rent. The one who acted like a jealous spouse anytime I hung out with my girlfriend or any other friends. I literally came home late one night to him, cross-armed on the couch angrily watching TV, and when I walked up he said, "And where have you been all night?" No joke. The one who became a Jehovah's Witness and would constantly trying to preach to me. It was that. Or he'd get S-faced and try to fight me. The one who insisted on having his ferrets there at the house. However, he was rarely home and the cage would go weeks without being cleaned. And as anyone who has been in a house with ferrets will tell you, the smell is only slightly more pleasing than a burnt corpse.
All I know is ferrets are cute. Apparently they smell really bad. I mean, well, that would suck. If you made it this far through the video, hit the like button. Subscribe. Helps me out.
He's eating my food while I'm at work. He can't pay to do his laundry, so he's stealing my dirty socks and underwear out of my bedroom after his got too nasty. After nearly a month, I told him he had to go. After he moved, I went into the bedroom he stayed in, and it smelled like a homeless person took a crap on the floor. He had smeared deodorant on the walls to try and mask the smell. There were dirty socks on the floor that were so yellow and crusty and they could stand up by themselves. The sad part is that he had 2 different girls and thereafter his girl dumped him.
No. deodorant on the walls to try to stop the smell. Who raised you? That's terrible. That's wow. Absolutely disgusting.
I had a roommate who would leave enema packages on the bathroom sink that we shared, and the used enemas just sitting on the very top of the trash can. Not only that, but he decided he also never once needed to flush the toilet. I wish I was making this up.
This is what people are doing. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine any of this. This is crazy. So gross. This is so gross. I feel like cleaning just going through this. I feel like cleaning.
At first he seemed fine, but it got worse and
That's how it starts.
creepier throughout the year. The first problem was that he was afraid of showering in our suite shower. He would wait until he went home on the weekends to shower. He wore a black robe in the morning while he was getting ready for class. When he went to pee, he would drape the robe off of himself, onto the floor, and then pee. This resulted in pee splatter. Started seeing a Sutamate's friend and she routinely stayed over with me when I could get her to overlook the smell. On no less than 3 separate occasions I woke up to find him standing in the middle of the room, staring at us and breathing heavily. It took until the 3rd incident before the rah.
You little shame. Who actually does? I mean, it's Reddit, so I don't know if all of these stories are like legit, but oh my god. I feel so bad for all these people, like, my anxiety could never. I have, screenshots as well, so we're gonna react to a couple of screenshots. Obviously, roommate or another tenant got very annoyed at the smell. Somebody was apartment. It says, to whomever the idiot is who keeps smoking pot and storing it in the vents, please stop. Take it out. I really don't appreciate it when my room smells like your bad decisions. Thanks. Condescending smiley face. So, I guess to retaliate, they wrote something up and it's like, he seems stressed. How would you? Oh my gosh. Just the level of pettiness on both parts, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, what am I even looking at? That poor laptop, look at it. Even like the box spring has like a layer of just garbage. Like something that you would see on hoarders. I would have a panic attack in that room. Be a panic attack right now. Clean your shit up right now. That's terrible. I hope that's coffee grounds, because the toilet paper roll is really throwing me off. We're gonna zoom in. Yeah, I think that's coffee grounds, so I think we're okay. But just the fact that they took the time out to write sorry instead of just grabbing the broom and sweeping it up. That's frustrating. Oh gosh, another fucking biohazard room. Look at this. Oh no, look in the right corner. That is a traumatized Pikachu right there. Look at him in the corner of this disaster. Just, oh. Somebody go save Pikachu. Please stop stealing food. I spit in mine. Enjoy. And I want my nice Tupperware back. I mean, don't steal other people's food. Enjoy the spit. Who stole my energy drinks? I want them to be replaced. Thief. I threw them out because they are not good for you. They didn't even steal them, they just chucked them in the trash. Learn to manage your sleep schedule and you will be much healthier and happier. Oh, the audacity. Could you imagine? Oh, no. Eric, I had sex on your bed. Sorry about that. Don't use your pillow. Okay, that's just mean. That's at least you told him. There's like a little bit of warning there. But at what point was it necessary to use somebody else's pillow? And leave a note like, hey, by the way, get out. Get out. They are not for a snake. They are her dead pet rats that she kept in our fridge. No. No. Guys, if the power ever goes off in the kitchen, the first thing you need to do is plug in the fridge elsewhere, otherwise everything will go off. I have like 6 dead rats. Fuck. Where you keep your food? Make it go away. But we have seen a lot of disturbingly unpleasant, unhygienic things in this video, and I feel so sorry for everybody that was involved in these situations that I am reacting to. I hope that they have found either better accommodations or at least, at the very least, better roommates. And at least I'm coming out of this feeling a little bit better about my situation, because I can never imagine any of those scenarios. They're so insanely unacceptable. I hope it makes you feel a little better. It's not so bad. Procrastinating, it's not that bad. It's manageable. Nothing that we saw today is even remotely manageable. So, pat yourself on the back. You're doing good. Doing better than these people, because what the actual shit. And hopefully you never have to encounter anything like this. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And I hope you have a great day. Peace. Love.